needs to do for me. I did set the stream, so we okay. Looks like we're coming live.
Yep, it does.
So, howdy.
Hello,
everyone.
world.
Can you hear us?
I hope so.
It's
Please?
Anisi and Zorts and Fur.
Hey guys. Everyone can hear okay. I just want to double check. You can hear? Okay. I just want to double check. Can you hear this one? Coffee is my blood.
I heard it.
I did.
See if the chat room did.
Yeah, ignore anything that Stone
I know,
types in
pretty
chat.
much,
Yes.
I've got him on ignore anyway, so it's okay. It's all good. So, yes, we heard that. Okay, all right. Coffee is my blood. Excellent. All right, well, I guess we won't really know until I do the intro with the crescent, but I'm going to assume then that everything's okay. Anyway. Everything's set up like it should be, so fingers crossed. All right.
Yeah, and you know, we are behind you all the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Way behind.
I'm like, I'm in control. Can you see this? Like, he. It's like, with great power comes great responsibility. Hang on.
I like to eat my prey.
Yes.
I like that one. Hang on, this one.
You're better than this.
Yeah, he's given me all of those, so he's going to rue the day that happened. Anyway. Oh, all right. We've got a few minutes, so I think everything looks okay.
Yeah, it looks good at this end.
That looks okay. I'm just making sure. All right. Well. All right.
Wow.
Got coffee. We're okay. We're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready to go live.
You seem very professional. That's what you pull it off.
I'm trying to. So it's a little bit different to doing my little podcast. Doing the whole kit and caboodle is a lot more intense. Let's just say that. Especially when you're doing a live show. That is also more intense. Stone knows exactly what I'm talking about, and he'll be sitting there and he'll be going,
Probably.
Oh.
He'll be throwing a few grenades, I'm sure.
This is for Stone. Just filling up my coffee. Here we go. He's judging and taking notes. Excellent. That was just for you, Stone. Thank you. All right. Okay, I think we are just about ready. And I spilt my coffee. Oh no! Alright. Oh good. No effect on him. Oh damn it. Alright. Okay, I think I'm going to warn you before we start too, because somebody I know likes to not warn me as I'm talking and then starts the show. So I'm not going to do that to you guys. We should be right. Okay. All right. Nearly time. Any last questions? We're all just about good.
All good here. Ready
Chat
to go.
room. Any questions?
I'm pretty good here.
Excellent. Everyone's coming through. Sounds okay.
Navigation, go. Guidance, go. Recovery, go. We are clear for liftoff.
Gonna just fix that there. Right. Okay. Alright. Just make sure. So what I'll do is, if you need to mute yourself, just hit the mute button, which should be the little in the Discord. I think that should be okay. Other than that, I'm not going to mute you because I don't really know how to do that when the audios go. So, yeah. It's time. Okay, ready?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay. All right. So let me put it over. Here we go.
Iron Man. Bloodthirsty. Pacifist. You're listening to the WoW Challenges podcast, the home of the Iron Man Challenge. And here are your hosts, Stone and Leeta.
Hello and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. This is episode 166. Today is Saturday, May 18, 2019. I'm your host, Leeta, and joining me this week in the chair, hang on, let me get it right because I'm on the other side. This way, I've got Ster joining me this week. Good morning, evening, afternoon, Ster. How are you?
Hello. Good, and yourself?
I'm getting there. It feels a bit weird to be pointing. I'm so used to pointing that to my right, because I've been on that side of Stone for so many years. So it's a bit weird to be pointing my left. But yeah. So I've got to remember that. But anyway, welcome and thank you for this week. Really appreciate it. The other thing for something equally as exciting is our special guest this week is Moondaisy. Welcome to the show.
Woot.
Thanks, Leeta.
Thank you. Well, thank you, one, for saying yes, and two, for coming to have a chat to us. We really do appreciate it. So first off, let's have a chat and let's find out a little bit about you, get to know you, the player behind the character.
Well, I'm a mom and a wife. I've been a wife for about 19 years. My kids are both teenagers now, which is scary. We live on a small farm and we have some pets and animals and things. I play, besides WoW, I play Neopets, Stardew Valley, Sims 3, and Pokemon. I guess that's about it.
Nice. That's pretty busy.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah.
I've been playing games for a very long time. My Neopets account is almost 19 years old.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh my lord. Okay. Awesome. That must be you must have some amazing pets on that because you've been collecting for so long.
It's a very long time. I started playing, I think, the first year after they released and went public.
Okay. Still amazing.
Yeah, it's a long time, and it's an original account, which is also amazing because they have a banhammer.
Wow. Yes, that is very cool. Okay.
That is neat.
That is very neat. All right, Ster.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you take the next question for me, please?
Well, so, Moondaisy, tell us a little bit about how long you've been playing WoW and when you first started trying the challenge character.
I think I started playing WoW in the fall of 2006, but my information on my BattleNet has disappeared because of other things that I purchased, and I don't know how else to find it. The reason I started playing WoW was because I was in a mom's group on Yahoo groups, and this mom played, and she gave me a trial code, and I played WoW for 13 hours the first night, and I've been addicted since.
Oh, yeah.
I started Challengers about 3 years ago, I guess. I was taking a break from raiding. I had some things going on in real life that were difficult in dealing with, and it was something that I could do, and I could do by myself, and I didn't have to listen to anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we understand that. Absolutely. Okay, so
Hey, but
sorry.
before you go on, one of the things I was just doing the other day, Moondaisy, was I was clicking around in achievements. So you're logged in. You click the little icon for achievements, and you get all those gazillion tabs. Like for exploring and world events and things like that. If you poke around in there, you eventually will find some of your oldest achievements, like the anniversary. So you might be able to find the the achievement for the different years of anniversary world, the WoW anniversary achievements, and that might give you a feel for when you really started.
Yeah, I think my achievements are after, or most of my achievements are after or from the beginning of when achievements were. So I don't know if because my account's old enough that, because I know it was in vanilla and it was before Burning Crusades, but barely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think if you go into your account management, and you should be able to scroll back on the there is a section there that you can scroll back to either show what your account has, like the things you've purchased when you've attached, the expansions and all that. You should be able to go right back onto that, and that should give you the date exactly when the account started. So it'll be somewhere in the account management on the in your BattleNet Blizzard account.
Yeah, it only goes back about 2010 now, which is
really
disheartening, because it used to. That's how I used to know, and I used to have it wrote down somewhere, but Lord only knows where I put it.
Wow. Well, that sucks. I didn't know. I mean, I haven't looked at mine for ages either, so that's a bummer, because I can't remember what date I started either.
Yeah. One other place to look is maybe your screenshots folder. Maybe you hit the screenshot button every once in a while, and maybe there's a few there.
I don't know. Computer switches and stuff, it might be that I probably lost some.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could message them and just be, like in a help thing, and just be like, I'm trying to work out, since the information's been lost or is no longer available, I really would like to know, when the account was started, for my own peace of mind or something like that. I mean, it's obviously not urgent and won't possibly get looked at for maybe a couple of days, but I'd be happy with that, right? Like, it's not like it's urgent. So if it takes them a couple of days or a week to get back to you because they're dealing with more important things, I think I would understand that. So yeah, we'll have to see. All right, so at the moment, what challenge are you focused on and why? And also, we want to know what race class combo are you running?
Okay, right now I'm doing Iron Man mostly. I want to try some of the other ones, but I haven't yet. I'm doing a hunter gnome
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted the extra pet for DPS. And gnome, why not? It's an easy starting zone. I kind of like that starting zone. I don't tend to die as often when I'm trying to run an iron as I do on some of the other places.
I think we can understand that. Absolutely. So, before I go on to the next question, do you know roughly how many irons that you've run so far over, say, the last 3 years? Obviously, give or take, but do you have a ballpark?
I think I want to say 7. I should have kept
Okay.
track of this, but I didn't. I want to say I've done like 7 irons, and a lot of them were hunters, but
Mhm.
I've tried a lot of things that everybody's like, no, that's too hard, don't do that. But that's me. I like to do, it's too hard, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the warlock thing, they're too squishy. Yeah, I've experienced
They can be very squishy. Yes.
stuff like that right now I'm also running. I have an orc mage I'm also running.
Okay.
I'm not very good on the horde side. I don't know if it's because I don't know the areas as well.
Mm-hmm.
I've played several horde, but it's just like I get stuck and then I don't know where to go, or a quest is too hard and then it doesn't give me another quest, and if I try to go to the next place it doesn't. It's being ridiculous right now, but I'm
Okay.
working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't get the breadcrumb quest to take you to the next area, it's like, well, I'm stuck.
Yeah, I'm experiencing stuckness on her right now. I'll figure it out eventually, or she'll die because I'll try to do something that I can't.
Sure. Well, hey, what about so that we can get to know you a little bit better? What is your fondest challenge memory? What do you, looking back on trying the Iron Challenge, do you like the best that you've done?
I like. I guess my first one was one of my favorites. Um, it was just. It was before they did the whole level item squish thing and made everything different. I enjoyed it because it was something that was just for me. I didn't have to answer to anyone other than the website. I could just go and log in, and pretend that I read everything and go through everything and be slow. Um, I I I took that one specifically through Westfall, and um, she ended up at her demise in Westfall because I got too close to some packs of gnolls.
Mm-hmm.
Gnolls of 3, leave them be. Don't just don't.
Gnolls of 3, let them be. I love it. I love it. Hang on, possible show title there. Let me write that one down.
It's just hard. It was my very first one, and I knew she was gonna die. I knew something would happen to her. But I enjoyed every moment of her life. It was like I could go and I could do something, and feel like I accomplished something when she did.
Yeah. Okay. So then with leveling, what paths are you taking, like zone wise? And has this been something that or are you still basically developing where you want to go. Say if we focus on Alliance for the moment, because obviously you know Alliance a lot better, but do you know what path you want to go, and which way are you taking this little baby Iron at the moment?
Well, I started in the Gnome area, obviously. Went over and did up to the quest in the Dwarven area where gosh, I think the Yeti Cave. I finished that one, and then I skipped that one that they shoot you up in the air, and then I use the quest that takes me into Ironforge, and I go there. And then I usually take the tram from Ironforge once I've turned that in, and I go over to Goldshire, and I do the Goldshire quests. Sometimes I skip. There's a mine quest of one of them that I skip, and then I go over to Westfall and I work my way over there. And it used to be I would then I don't go to Red Ridge ever.
Good.
Red Ridge is bad. I go and do some of the stuff in Duskwood, but I don't enjoy that area at all. I think the quest mobs are too close together for a lot. And the farthest I've ever gotten is STV, and I've had one Iron that made it to 30, and she died just after 30 because I got attacked by a panther. And then a second panther came out of the darkness.
Panthers and STV. Ouch.
And I died.
Yeah.
And
in fact,
that was
or try to get the boss tiger panther, and all those spawns come along, and you're like, oop.
Yeah, I had a really hard time over there. I was really upset after she died, because I was doing so well, and it was up until that point, and just out of nowhere, and she just splat, and she was gone. And I spent it took me a while to re-roll an Iron after that one.
The first death can be very hard. I think we all feel that to a certain degree. Some people can pick it up quite, get back on, but I know that when I lost my very first Iron, it did take me a little while to come around to it, and it hurt. So we do understand that it's not pleasant at all.
That one specifically hurt because I've had other ones that have died, and I thought, oh well, and I just go and re-roll. It's not a big deal. And now this time when I decided to re-roll after my last recent death, I re-rolled 2 at the same time. So now I think I'm breaching onto an addiction.
Yeah. No, that's a backup. We all have backups. Look at Assy. He's probably got a dozen backups.
Just ready. Just in case. Just in case. Yeah.
I think that's going to be my best bet, to have a backup to use when something dies.
Exactly.
Or at least roll your spare during Dark Moon Fair, so you'll have some coin ready to go in your storage box and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to go do that when Dark Moon Fair and get all my.
Yeah. Well, do you have, you've mentioned now a couple of deaths, and sounds like any of them are the most embarrassing for you? I mean, like you're almost, you just don't even want to share it. But I think my worst one was when I drowned. Really, drowning, that shouldn't be a way to die.
A drowned rogue. Ster. Drowned rogue.
Yeah, at least I was, yes. But at least I wasn't a drowned druid. That would be worse. That would be the
Okay.
worst.
My worst or my most embarrassing, I guess, is I was on my Tauren shaman. She was my first Horde iron, and I died. I was doing well. I died because I fell off of a ridge that I thought was just a little walk down, and it was steep enough that and it was in the goblin area near Ashara, and I just like walked off. I just walked right off the edge.
Wow. Yeah.
Ouch.
Huh. Fly. Be free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was nothing to save me either. She just slid and just kept sliding, and I'm like, oh no.
Yes.
Yeah, she totally wiped on that one. I was like, no.
I think we've definitely all had those.
Yeah, whether you walk off the remember the first time you walked off the platform at Shat, where that that elevator, the platform that goes up and down, and you think, oh, I missed it. Well, I'll catch up with it. Oh, you catch up with it, all right, in a deadly
at
way.
At the bottom, yeah, at the bottom.
Good old Scryers and Eldor, hey? That was always fun. Absolutely. Well, even if you think about it, Undercity. Please don't even get me started. Every time I take a challenge turn through Undercity, I'm still like creeping onto the elevator. Like, please don't move. Just do it. Just please get me down safely. Because nothing quite like those elevator bosses. They do absolutely sting. Yes. So what about for you, Moondaisy? Any tips or tricks? Like, what would you say to anyone who wants to give the challenge a go? What would you say might be a good tip or trick for them?
I say just do it. Just jump in there. You're gonna die the first couple of times, at least, or for me, 7 times.
That would be a show title too.
Yep.
You're going to die.
You're gonna die, and it'll either be heart-wrenching or hilarious. It might take a while, but it'll be hilarious eventually. My other tips are Gnolls of 3. Leave them be. It's my greatest tip. It's how I lost my first challenger, and it's the only thing. If you're in Westfall, just stay away from the packs of 3 of them. You can do all the questing. You just have to skip any packs because they're brutal.
True.
And keep a list of all your tunes, what you did. I wish I'd have done that now. Places I went and things I skipped. I keep notes of every game that I play. I have 3-ring binders of notes from all of my other games, and I've never kept anything for my irons, and I don't know why.
Nice. Well, that's all right. I've got notebooks, like you obviously can't see, but I've gone down to the A5 size now. I have got heaps of notebooks from WoW going right back. Admittedly, there's a fair few with challenge tune stuff in, but yeah, I just have stuff everywhere. Absolutely. All right. Well, any other questions that you can think of, Ster, for Moondaisy at the moment?
No, it's always fun to hear other perspectives like Moondaisy's on how they approach, what zones they miss. Keep notes. You're going to die. I mean that's a classic. So Well, thanks for sharing, Moondaisy, on all that.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks for inviting me. I enjoy doing this. This is a fun other way to play WoW.
Absolutely. It gets under your skin, and it is just something that we love to do. For something a little bit different. Stripping down a character to bare bones it's not an easy way to go, especially with how the world of Azeroth is at the moment. So, it's a jungle out there. So it's good that we've got these things that can keep us on our toes as well. So let's talk about your week, because I know I'm really intrigued to hear how you're going. We know that you've been doing some other things, Moondaisy, other than playing your iron. And one of those things is fishing. Tell us how your fishing's going.
Yeah, fishing. I'm fishing for the Great Sea Ray in Battle for Azeroth. I was hoping it was going to be something like the pond nettle, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous at 3,033 casts that I finally got my pond. Currently, I'm at 17,313 casts, which is about 37 hours and 47 minutes of quality fishing time.
Oh my god. Wow. I just don't even have any words.
And I still don't have it.
So they changed.
Wow.
When did they change it? In 8.1.5 or 8.1? They changed it because the drop rate, like, I'm not even going to tell you what I got, but it was quite under 3,000 when I fished it up, most definitely. So they changed it in one of the last patches, yeah? And it was supposed to be, what, a minimum of 10,000 casts? Was that what they were saying?
Yeah. My rarity, which is one of the add-ons that I use for fishing, says that it's 1 in 10,000 casts. So
Right.
I am well over 10,000.
You are well over too.
My unlucky is like at 85%.
Wow.
Wow.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
37 hours. You should be 120 on your iron.
Oh my lord.
Well, I should be. Well, there's other things, that I've not done in WoW because I'm almost obsessed. And then
Yes.
this past week, I've decided I'm only fishing for 2 hours a day.
Yep.
Period. When that 2 hours is up, I'm done. And then I go and I play my iron for 2 hours, and I go and I do something else for 2 hours. I go, handle other life situations for 2 hours.
Otherwise you just really do go insane with it. That's amazing. Stone said that they must have changed it about a week after it launched. I think it might have been a little bit after that, but yeah, that is wow.
And the sad part,
amazing.
the really truly sad part is I've only been tracking with rarity for a month, and I have been actively fishing as I quest and as I was leveling my tunes and different things since the first day of Battle for Azeroth.
Oh my lord. Okay, so technically it's going to be well above that. Rarity is such an interesting add-on. I love it. And I also hate it because it does, bring up those things that you look at the stats and you're like, really? RNG? Really? You're really messing with me now. So, Moondaisy. Oh, damn. But I think it's really good that you've, breaking it down to, okay, I'm only going to fish for this period of time. Because the obsessive part, you could get really, I know for me, it can get to a point of making it go the other way, where it's then once you've got it, like what's the word I'm trying to think of? You've overdone it with what you're trying to achieve. So I think restricting it's a really good idea.
Yeah, I had to. It was affecting mostly it was affecting my sleep pattern, which is I usually try to go to bed by like 11 at the latest now. And I was staying up until 2 or 3 in the morning, passing my husband in the hallway on his way to work.
Oh no. And is he like, does he play WoW or no?
He plays some when he can. Summer, this time, spring and summer are his busy season at work.
Okay.
So sometimes he's working 5 12s and an 8. So he works 6 days a week, depending on, what they have, what they're running, and how much it. So he plays WoW. He's the reason that I game, kind of. I've played games for a long time, but he got me to play the original Warcraft.
Oh, okay.
Way back.
Yeah.
When we first started dating, he was playing that. So just over 20 years. We've been together for just over 20 years.
Wow.
I think we started dating in 98, if I remember right. And he was a gamer. The guys that he lived with, he was in a house full of guys that they made their own like LAN system in the house, just all the things. There was all these guys and they all were doing things. And so they were happy,
Yeah.
So if you ever get this great sea ray, one, we will all know it because we will hear the scream of elation around the world. And two, you'll go full circle. You can start dating your husband again, right?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, totally do that. Yeah, because
cool.
I'm at this point where, well, my husband and I were going to start a team iron, and I started fishing, and he's like doesn't want to bother me when I'm fishing because he's afraid.
Be very afraid.
Yeah, I can understand that. All right. Well, I mean, obviously that's awesome. So he's understanding of the concept of obviously RNG and the time, the effort, and everything that goes into WoW, which is great. It really is fantastic. What else have you been doing this week?
I've been working on my little iron, and I've got her currently at 13. We've had no red flashing screens yet, which has been amazing considering the last 3 that I've just murderized before now. That I had 2 that didn't even make it on the. I had one that I died from. It was like I was server sharding, and it sharded 3 different times while the screen was trying to load, and I'm like, what is this? What is going on? And she came back dead because
I think we can definitely empathize and sympathize with that for sure. But still, 13, taking it slow is a good way to go. Like, there is nothing wrong with taking it slow on any of your challenge tunes. It's not, they're a solo challenge, aren't they, Ster? It's all about, you want to get from 1 to 120 as safely as you can. And if it takes you, way more than 37 hours of play to do it, then so be it. It's okay.
Yeah, or 3 expansions. It takes 2 expansions anyway for one of my tunes. So go at your own pace.
Exactly. All right. Well, best of luck with the fishing. And thank you for sharing, because amazing. Over 17,000 casts. Come on, RNG. Let's all send Moondaisy some positive RNG vibes. I think she well and truly deserves them. Okay. Ster, what have you been up to? How has your week been?
Oh, well, hey, listeners, if you need a bio break, just hang on, because this isn't going to take long at all. So I've been working on the Rogue, and I started the rogue on May 1st, and so which is kind of cool because you can just look at the calendar and go, oh, it's been 18 days. So a couple 18 days, I'm at 78, so that's not bad. I mean, I know there's some some folks in the contest that go a lot faster, but rogue melee, I'm gonna say, well, it's a little bit harder, but so up to 78. And
Nice.
there's a couple of observations.
Mm-hmm.
One, the 1 to 59 is just brutally slow. So for all of you new players out there who have started a tune, you started the challenge, and you're going, oh man, this is slow. Yes, it is, even for those who have been doing this for a long, long time. So don't despair. It's just baked into the system that the 1 to 59 is just slow and sluggish, and it's just tedious. And so, but grind through it, because when you hit 60, it's like you put it into overdrive. I mean, I went from 60 to 70 in just 2 days. I mean, it was like it just flies.
Wow.
So many ways of getting points open up because you get flight. So now, discovery is so easy. Being a rogue, I would just swoop down and grab treasure chests. You get so many more dailies. You can almost skip Outlands from a questing point of view. You don't even have to quest in Outlands. Just go over there, discover, grab chests. Maybe do a few of the little non-combat quests, like go get a dirt soil sample and go get some Zeppelin parts that goblins have scattered all over. You don't have to fight your way through Outlands anymore. And so it is like a breath of fresh air. So for those of you who are below 60 and you're grinding through, just keep at it. You'll get there and you're going to love it. It's just wonderful. So yeah, so that's what I've been working on. But with Moondaisy talking about how long and how many casts she has done for fishing for that great sea ray, it got me to thinking the other day of and it's almost a running joke in our guild of, we see all the regulars who sign in, and all of us usually do the dailies, for where we're at. Like if you've made it above 40, you'll go to winter, spring, and you'll do the Cub daily. Once you hit 30, you can go do Plants versus Zombies. And so that got me to thinking, Plants versus Zombies, because I'm so tired and sick of Plants versus Zombies. I can do it with a broken keyboard, a broken mouse, one hand behind my back, and it's just. But you do it because it's safe, simple points. It's like there's no risk other than getting there. And yes, if you're 30, getting over to Hillsbrad can be a challenge. But if you figure out your own path for getting there safely and skirting the creatures between you and the farm, it's worth the points. And the reason you're going to do PVZ is because it's good until 120, and it's a bubble, and it's a solid bubble. So I got to thinking, well, how many times have I done Plants versus Zombies? And so I started looking at it. It came out with Kata like November. That was November 2009. That Kata came out. So the last quarter of 2009. So. And I've been doing it practically every day, sometimes 3 times a day when I had 3 tunes going at the same time. Sometimes, missing a day. Yeah. So I figured it out. Here's the numbers. 8 years daily for 8 years, subtracting out a few for real world. I figured out I've done Plants versus Zombies on my various tunes 2,880 days. Or 2,880 times. Now, so you go, well, Damn is right. And that's why I'm sick of it. It's if you give me a birthday cake and it's got a picture of the little farm with the plants on it, I'm going to barf. It's just I don't want a cake looking like Plants vs. Zombies. Thank you. Did you know, being you with your notebooks that you've going back, and Daisy, Moondaisy keeping track of all the casts, and me, I counted how many zombies on average come out during a game. Well, it works out to roughly 75 zombies
Really?
each time you. Yep, really.
Wow.
Each time you play it, it's
Okay.
roughly it's really close to 40 zombies each wave, and you get 2 waves, and
Okay.
it will vary a little bit. Sometimes the big dudes like Stitches don't come out, but then a whole bunch more of the medium-sized guys come out. Well, if you do the math, that means I have killed 216,000 zombies. So if I'm not on if I'm not on good terms with zombies, you know why? Because I am a killer of zombies. So
that should be a achievement title right there, I think.
216,000 dead zombies.
Oh my lord!
But how do you kill that, which is not already? Well, never mind. Anyway, 216,000. Yeah.
Yeah, the only way you can kill it, Ster, really, is you just don't go and do that daily. And at the moment, it's like part of your soul. I'd have to say, really, 8 years. 8 years. Oh my god.
Yes, 8 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't even have words. Between your Moondaisy's fishing and your zombies, I'm. Oh wow. Okay, I'm going to be really pretty boring then, to tell you what I've been up to.
And for our listeners, now's a good time to take a bio break. Ha ha ha.
Well, I would suggest, I have been a little busy this week, so let me just, we'll just get a top off of the coffee for Stone. There we go. That's for him in particular. There we go. Okay. All right. So this week I've managed to do so my Tauren Hunter that I had started, my Iron. And this is, Moondaisy, this is a trick that I did a couple of months ago when I did, I killed off one accidentally, of course, and I ended up rolling the new one, well, another one when Darkmoon Fair came up, because I went and did the things and she started off with 10 gold. And I left her at level 10 until I was ready. Then I went and killed the big girl, and hence she was there ready to go. So so that was good. It was like, I don't have to start, I've already done that. So I took her this week from level 10 to level 21. So she's not doing too bad. I'm doing Horde this time around, so we will see. At the moment I am, oh that's right, I went to Silver Pine. Well, I did Turtles Fall, and then I went into Silver Pine, and I did tempt fate with Agatha. I took her over to Fenris Isle, and we pulled the first one, which I managed to kill okay. So, in the keep where you've got to go upstairs, and they're elite.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I pulled the second one, and as I was killing that, somewhere another one padded in, and I was like, oh dear God. So I left Barista, my pet Barista, I left him to defend, and I took off, and him and Agatha kept going, but I was like, I'm out of there. So I've left Silver Pine. It's not worth trying to get through that quest. It really isn't. So I'm really heartbroken because I want to finish Silver Pine and I can't. So we went over to Northern Barrens. So there'll be heaps of quests there. So On the fun side, pacifist side, we have got the baby Passy hit 20. So on my Tauren Druid, she hit level 20. So super excited about that. And on my big Passy, we hit 69, which was awesome. So I am doing dailies for her in Stormwind and in Dal, in Old Dal, and Sholazar picking. So basically just up and down the waterways, which is pretty good. So yeah, so I'm really super happy with how she's going. And then the Bloodthirsties this week, so I did get through a few. So my little gnome warlock hit level 20 last night, so I got a couple of levels on her. Lac Modan for the win. Thank you very much for all the rares being up, except for the Geo Shaper. She was nasty and didn't appear for some reason. And then we went into Wetlands, and I think I needed 2 rares in Wetlands to get her to ding to 20. So we're at 677 kills on her. My Dark Iron Warlock, we took her from 24 to 25 this week. No problem. Seriously, the Warlock's really no problems. She's at 259 kills. Last night, because I did a bloodthirsty run last night, and one of the last ones I jumped on was my little dwarf Pally. And she was level 25. We have had some fantastic near misses on her as her leveling has been. I am not a huge Pally fan at small levels. I really suck at Pally. Like, get me to 120 and I'm kind of okay. Give me Proton, I'm okay. But leveling them, I really suck. Gnawbone in Wetlands and an extra killed her. It was a glorious death. That's all I can say. It was quite glorious. Yeah. So she's dead.
Yeah.
Well,
the guild coroner went over to pick up the tune, but there was just a big pot of soup there. So I don't. Yeah. Sorry.
I think they were barbecuing her where they're, the little camp there. So, anyway, you get that. So it's just like, not really concerned. I haven't rolled my next tune yet, but that's okay. We're kind of like, that's these things happen. So, then I did play my Lightforged Hunter, and we got from 37 to 38. I was running her through Western Plaguelands. Love Western Plaguelands. So that was good. I can't remember what the kill count on her was. But then I also took my big Night Elf Hunter out last night, and she went from 64 to 65. So Stone last week had said he found this really good spot over in Howling Fjord where I can't remember the name of the alliance, where you come into Vengeance Landing or whatever it is. And he found a really good spot. And I went over there and tried that. And for me, I didn't feel very comfortable with it. So I gave it a little bit and I was like, I'm not happy here. I actually found a really, really good spot in Zoldarak. So near Light's Breach, there is a section called Rageclaw Den. And in between where the trolls are and all of that, and where where the flight path is, there's a section, and there's a lot of NPCs there, and all they're doing is pulling trolls and the various mobs and killing them. So I popped over there, and there's like 2 and 3 coming at a time, sometimes even 4. And as a hunter, I'm just shooting, and we've got no real problem at all. So depending on how far down its hits points are, obviously, is how much XP. But it's just like like it's just continuous grinding. It was fantastic, and I got pretty much the whole level up to 65. So she ding 65 last night. We are at 4,217 kills on her. So yeah, I was quite happy with that, and it just was a good spot.
That's a lot. This is just 1 week. All this?
Yeah, 1 week. No. This is total kills. Total kills that she's done to get to 65.
No, I mean all these tunes.
Oh yeah. This is.
I'm a serial killer. I do one tune at a time.
I know. I can't do that. Stone always tells me, "Focus, Leeta, focus." My focus is I have to play them all. That's my focus, isn't it, Stone? He's going to be yelling at the computer right now. Anyway, yeah, so it's been a relatively good week. So other than one death, but you know what? I just go, well, it's only one death. Could have been worse. It could have been them all dead. So I'm quite happy with that. All right. Let me find, where's the bumper? Here we go.
Breaking now, news from the world of Warcraft with Leeta and Stone.
Yay! Okay, we got it. So, news for this week. We have got Classic WoW is releasing on August the 27th. Confirming there will be API, but they believe it will not be ready for launch. So, no Classic Iron Challenge tracking until this happens. Rules will still be online. So, that's come from Stone. So, until obviously we get more information. But very exciting. August. It's not that long away. 27th. Interesting. Yeah. All right. State of the challenges. So we haven't got any other news. So let's go straight into how people have done this week. So, Moondaisy, can you take the irons for me, please?
At number 10, we have Galduin at 66. At number 9, we have Juan Moore at 67, but apparently he passed. So, yeah. 9 is 67. 7 is Evil Ster at 78.
Well done. Yeah.
Paramist is number 6 at 80. Number 5 is Zalio Gnolls at 81. Number 4 is Nemesis at 85. Number 3 is Feral Rick at 86. Number 2 is Tracebergritz at 93. Number 1 is Shinari at 119.
Yeah, and that
Wow.
Shinari is also a rogue, so you go, rogue.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Nice. All right, Ster, take the bloods away, please.
Sure. And I was going to play my bumper, which is rogues rule, hunters drool. Oh, never mind. All right.
That's for Azzy, isn't it? That is
That is for
Azzy. Yeah.
Okay. Zaya Bera, number at 45. Soulfist at 51. Blood Zorts 58. Hey, Zorts, cool. Round Orc Iron Man hit 60, but unfortunately, R.I.P. Sorry, dude. I can see there's been some editing of the show notes by Stone.
Somebody.
I'm not going to pronounce that right. I'm singing
Sanguist?
a song is Stone, Sanguist Stone, 63. I'd look at you, Blood Leetar at 65. Soul Snuffer at 70. Blood Trap at 72. Soul Stoned at 80. And Soulful Paw at 99. So that that's actually a pretty good list. Only one death. So
Yeah.
go Bloods. Yeah.
Well done. Absolutely. Go Nisi as well. So nice to see she's been busy this week. Awesome. Okay, so passive first. Who have we got, Moondaisy?
At number 10, we have Passing Stone, level 47, with also some editing to the note. Number 9 is Eek at 48. Number 8 is Awesome Blomster at 52. Number 7 is Callionia at 54. Number 6 is Fairy Paw at 57. Number 5 is Herbalisa at 68. Number 4 is Passy Leeta at 69. At number 3 is Passy Fist at 70. Number 2 is Zaya Passy at 74.
Yep.
And number 1 is Silent Herber at 94.
Nice.
Woot. Yeah.
Good
Silent
job,
Herber. Yeah, Silent Herber signs into the guild all the time, and so we see him, and so it's good to see you're slowly getting on up there. You keep going.
Nice. Okay, Tin Ster. Who we got this week?
Okay, our very own Worm Rest Accord, Lucy Lynn at 29, and Tendra Gunas at 30, Iron Ball at 31, Cammy 32. Hey, Cammy, thank you for having a name that is pronounceable. We appreciate that here in
Right?
in podcast world.
Yeah.
Better 10 at 34, QQ at 36, Gazton at 39, Faran at 60, Endrel at 60, and Round Orc Ironman at 60.
Nice.
I guess because he died up above, so made it into a 10. So good. That's
Yes.
By the way, that is a really good strategy, and Lucy's done that, and others. And that is if you lose a iron, turn it into a 10, and you can do several things with that 10, especially scouting. Because you're at the point where, okay, well, if I die again, I don't care. I mean, I don't want to, but if I do, it's not as painful. But use your 10s as a scout, and test out those named bosses and difficult quests, and especially vehicle quests. Don't you hate vehicle quests? Because they always do something to you.
Something
so
stupid.
anyway,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. No, very, very good advice there. Okay, let's have a look at greens. Moondaisy, who we got?
At number 10, we have Ferris Chamois at 68. 9 is Lil Bit Verdi at 72. 8 is Eva Green at 72. 7 is Green Russ at 83. Number 6 is 9 at level 86. And number 5 is Ivana at 87. And number 4 is Fair Verde at 91. At number 3, Shalria at 97, who also is RIP.
Ow.
Sorry about that. At number 2, we have Zaya Gillis at 102. Number 1 is Execute at 103. All very good.
Wow.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, and Execute is one of those to watch, because that guy, he's got some pretty good skills. He levels pretty darn fast, and he shares his findings too. So it's fun to watch him when he's on the when he's online.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Teams. What have we got for the teams? Ster, you can take it away, please.
Okay. Again, I love these titles. Tricky Dwarfs. They're over in the EU. They got up to 23, but unfortunately they had a death. So their team effort was brought to a stop. Also at 23 is Shintorix. At also number 23, 20, okay. Everybody take notes who's playing teams. If you get to 23, be careful because we've got 3 deaths now at 23. The other death is not invited to beta. They made it to 23 and died. And the Iron Multi-Boxer also died at 33. And that, by the way, those multi-boxing is fun to watch. It's kind of, and that's where the hello came in, because they'll log into the guild and suddenly you'll see 5 people go pop, has come online, and you're like, really? Okay. Or you're killing something and you see 5 people instantly go offline, and you're like, oh crap, the server's crashing. When you see that many people going offline, you're like, oh no. But it's just them multi-boxing. So anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. And blood teams, none this week. I don't think.
This week.
Yeah. And let's see what's going on in green teams. Just one, 50 Shades of Green, and they hit 30. So that's about it.
Wow, awesome. Okay, well, at least, some of the teams have been busy this week, which is fantastic. Alrighty, well, obviously, commiserations. It looks a bit rough across the board for our challenges this week, so commiserations to everyone that we did lose this week, and well done to everyone for leveling, giving it a go as well. So good luck on the upcoming week. Okay, now where's the bumper? It's probably right in front of me. There it is. Okay, here we go.
This just in. It's Chit Chat!
Yay, we found it. Okay, so this is the section where we talk about, where we get our tips, tricks, questions, puns, jokes. Yeah. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're not. Azzy, looking at you this week, I hope so. I haven't read it, so I don't know. But yeah, this is where we do all of the things. So let's start off, as is tradition, with Moondaisy, our guest, to read Azzy's joke pun. Good luck, Moondaisy.
Okay, from Azzy. Why do cows have hooves instead of feet?
I don't know.
They lactose.
That's a courtesy giggle.
It's cute. It's cute.
It is
That's
very
cute.
cute.
It is very cute. All right. Thank you, Azzy. We always appreciate them. It was a very cute one. So thank you. All right. So first off, I'm going to take this one from Jade in Discord. Does anyone know if glyphs are allowed? Yes, they are. They're cosmetic, so they are fine. I'm pretty sure glyphs are also mentioned in the FAQ. Just saying.
What? We have an FAQ?
Yeah, we do have an FAQ. And rules. Rules and FAQ. Don't forget. If in doubt, FAQ it. There we go. Hey, look, that could totally be a thing, Ster. Just be like...
It could be a thing.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Stone's probably
I'm
just
going to put that in the guild message of the day. Have you read the rules? Enough said.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, Ster.
Yeah.
Next one, please.
Okay. Some from our very own multi-boxer in Discord, and I'm paraphrasing his question a little bit because it kind of came in on both Discord and in guild chat. But essentially, the gist of it is a white weapon dropped from an NPC, and it's a white, but it has one of those green +10 stats to it. I think it was like a +10 herbalism, and for for a shovel or a spade or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so the question is, well, can I equip it? And you stop and think, okay, that's probably not explicitly said in the rules, because we did try to simplify the rules, and they were just getting too long and too long to read and stuff like that. So while the item might be white or gray and permitted from that perspective, you got to remember that Blizzard's Armory may report it as an enchantment, which would, of course, then get you flagged for a rule violation. Mm-hmm. Or it might be white today. It might be green tomorrow. All the pros would skip equipping something like that, and it also kind of gets to that it's better to be safe than sorry when you equip those kind of items, and just stick to ordinary whites and grays. Mm-hmm. And remember, and this is where some of the argument came from, in the chat and in Discord, is, well, yeah, but Wowhead says it's this, and some of the other third-party sites, and just remember, it's Blizzard's Armory. That's the only source. That's the Bible of data. So if Blizzard says it's enchanted, and you're flagged and you're DQ'd. So just keep it like that.
Yeah.
So,
and we've had it in the past, haven't we, Ster, where there have been whites that have gone to greens due to patches or whichever that there was no report on, so that's always, oh yeah that's always a concern. So you've just got to be careful. So if in doubt, leave it out. Like, really,
exactly.
Do you really need to worry about it? There are other things that you can find up. There are lots of vendors around that you can get vendor gear for your gear as well as your weapons. So, so just remember that. But if you do something like that, then you don't want to be flagging yourself either accidentally, but yeah. So good question. It's a good reminder for us all, I think, to always remember Blizzard's Armory is the rule. Like, that's the level. So if they say it's something, that's where it is. So just always remember that. All right.
Yeah, and kind of getting to the soapbox part of it is the whole spirit behind the challenge is to get out there. You're practically naked. You don't die, all those basic things. And it's kind of like a minimalist kind of view of the world. So if you get a drop, even if it's white or gray, and it has a green stat added to it, there's, from the spirit of the challenge, that right there says, no, that's more than a white or a gray. So don't use it.
And I think that's what we need to remember, is the challenge isn't something that you're going to do overnight, guys. This is not something that you're going to whip up in a week. It is a challenge for a reason. So, you play accordingly. There are times, like Moondaisy was saying before, slow and steady. There are times when, you might knock out a few levels and feel like you're really going fast. And then there's times where it becomes really grindy. And obviously, depending on what challenge you do, the levels of all the different challenges. But it's not something to, if you're rushing to get to 120, this is where you're going to make mistakes. So just, slow and steady, you'll get there. Use your scouting, all of that. There's lots of information. There's a lot of people around with the forums and all of that you can utilize to get information as well. So slow and steady is the way to go. All right.
Definitely.
Moondaisy, we've got something from Dave the Hunter. So can I get you to read that one, please?
Dave the Hunter says, my flat earth friend decided to walk to the end of the world to prove it's flat. In the end, he came around. I hate how well this joke played out. No need to hate it. After all, the only thing flat earthers have to fear is sphere itself.
It looks good in print.
Oh,
I think it's
thanks,
cute.
Dave. It is cute. It is cute. Okay. Thank you. I think I have to say Azzy and Dave have both done cute jokes this week. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
Yeah, they upped their game a little bit this week.
Yeah. You know, you guys have got a level. This is the level. Cuteness is good.
Yeah,
Reach
yeah.
that next week as well. Okay.
So,
go for it, sir.
From Ravine on Twitter. Hi, I already unlocked the Kultiran humans, and I want to do an Ironman with him, but it starts with green. What should I do? Well, take the greens off and do it right away. And don't log off until you've done it. Don't even move. Don't go from one zone to another.
Exactly.
Don't do anything that would trigger an armory update, which, as most of you know, that if you switch zones, if you log off, if you do anything like that, it will trigger an armory update. So if you want to use it, fine, but get naked right away.
Yes. That is
That's what she
probably the
said.
big.
That's what she said. Oh, was that Assy saying that? Never mind.
That's a good one. I like it. But yeah, that's probably the biggest thing to remember with any of the allied races if you're doing irons on them is as soon as you make them, get rid of the gear. Don't move. Just get rid of the gear, and then you're safe to log out. Because as Ster said, if you log out, you're flagged. That's it. Done. So remove it first before you go or do anything. All right. So from Fengarel on Twitter said, where do I go to get some information on doing Iron Man challenge and rules? Okay, so you can go to wowchallenges.com. This is the website for all of your challenge information. As well, you will find the rules on all the different ones. And guess what? We have something called an FAQ. Please read it. Please read it. The rules and the FAQ. Okay, so read both of those. There is heaps of information there as well. And you can check the forums. All the links are through on the wowchallenges.com website. Alrighty. From Kerry. Okay, this is from Kerry. Okay, this is Stone's Kerry. Why did that milk turn blue? 'Cause the cow was sad.
Dead silence.
Can you please tell your wife it bombed? Tell her it bombed. She needs to up her game. Just saying. Why did that milk turn blue? Because the cow was sad. Yeah, it's not. It's not funny. I get it, Stone. It just.
Yeah, and this week, in fact, it might have been last night or tonight. There's going to be a blue moon. It's been in the internet news about a blue moon. So I was looking at it from that perspective. It's like,
okay.
Because it's that time of the year or something. I don't know.
I don't know. It was full moon last night here for us, and it certainly was magnificent. Like finally seeing the moon through the clouds because it's been really cloudy and rainy. But full moon has its own fun and games. So yeah. All right. Okay, any questions from the chat room? I'm just trying to have a look. I can't really see anything. Oh, fair. Here we go. You do need to keep a mining pick in your bag in order to mine, but you do not need to equip it. It does have a +10 mining on it in green text. Okay. Thank you, Fair,
But
for reminding on
but
that.
you don't have the equipment. That's the important thing, is don't equip it. Just leave it in your bag.
Exactly.
Or if
All
you're
right.
the purist, the purest Iron Man, then don't get rid of it, vendor it.
Yeah. Exactly. Zort says, can we please stop with the puns? You know that's not going to happen, Zorts.
No, we can't.
No, exactly. I was going to say, what's the saying with, if you can't beat them, join them, Zorts. Let's see. I'm just throwing out a little challenge for you, Zorts. Just saying. Okay. I'm not going to say that one, Ster, unless you, because words. Can you say what Azzy has written?
So how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would chuck wood? And I'm thinking maybe a cord of wood. A cord is a form of measurement over here. I don't know about over there. So never mind.
Okay. I'm not sure. I don't think we've got cord as measurement here. Okay.
It's like a pickup truck of wood.
So it said he'd rather beat them with a partially frozen trout. Oh,
That's
nice.
terrible.
No. Fess says, I checked the mining trainer today to train cata mining. It said requires mining pick. Oh, really? Really? Okay, that's interesting. All right. Okay. I don't think we've got anything else. So I think we shall do our thank yous. So I want to say, hang on, bear with me. So we want to say big thank yous to all of the Iron Elite. They are the people that help support the website, and we greatly appreciate that because it means it gets the website sponsored and paid for, and it really helps. It really does, guys. So we thank you very, very much. Now, new this week, we have got Daenerys 1985 and More Our TV. So thank you, guys. But let's read everyone for the Iron Elite. So we have got Alejandress from who we had last week. So she is. So thank you. Azzy, Buzz, Chupa, Crash Landing, Daenerys that I just said, Dave the Hunter, Dino, Execute, LB, Fair, Five Iron, Frasley, Sparkspan, Gazton, Granagus, Introvert Genius, Cashbringer, Chris, Layla, Mora TV, Mrs. Rock Guru, Never Died, Nisi, O Canada, Onyx Hammer, P.S. Ducky, Rude de Bruyne, Silent Greener, Ster, thank you, Ster, Swing Cat, Taco, Thalani, Tiber, aka Tiber. I can't do it like Stone. Sorry, Tiber. Toasty, Tully Bardine, Terwinkle, Two Frog, Olminia, Unamathol, Winema, Zaya, and Zort. Thank you so much, guys and girls. We do really appreciate that. Okay, I want to say big thank you also to our mods who have been busy as always. So thanks, guys. Awesome Trousers, Boz, Fair, Chris, Nisi, Ster, Zaya, and Zorts. Thank you very much for all your help. We do appreciate it. Okay, big thanks to everyone who came out for the stream. We do appreciate it. So thank you. Yeah, I didn't miss one, Stone, because I'm in charge. I'll do what I want. You should know that by now. Just saying. Okay, so the next show will be next Saturday, which is May the 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing something a little bit different next week. We're going to be having an Iron Elite special. So stay
Whoa,
tuned.
what?
Yes,
Wait,
yes, you'll have
what?
to wait and see. All right, so I have to say a big thank you, Moondaisy. Thank you so much for joining us today. So
You're welcome.
can you
I enjoyed coming.
Oh, no, we greatly appreciate it. I was going to say, can you tell everyone where they could find you or get in contact with you if you would like them to? That would be the main thing.
I guess Twitter at Moondaisy is the easiest for most people.
That is
Excellent.
easy.
That is absolutely. All right, and we will have the information up on the website, and which is wowchallenges.com. So you can also find all the information for our Discord, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube channels there. And if you want to find where you can listen to us, please check out Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, as well as Stitcher Radio. If you want to send us in any tips, tricks, questions, puns, jokes, send it to podcast@wowchallenges.com. Ster, where can we find you?
Oh, I like to hang around on Discord. You'll find me there as Ster, usually in the mod box. I'm often on in the evenings and mornings, Eastern time. And then you can also find me on Worm Rest Accord in the WoW Iron Man Challenge. Probably the #1 Iron Guild on the planet. So many of our mods and other pros are there. So if you've got questions about leveling and stuff, just come find us on WoW Iron Man, and we'll try to get you an answer.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Great fun over there, and we appreciate, obviously, the Guild Coroner service that you run pretty much 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, if needed. So we appreciate that.
Yeah. Always fetching someone's tune.
Yes.
And but we also try to arrange a nice service for them, like in Stormwind or over in the Horde area. So it's a free service. Yeah,
Yes.
Comes with the guild.
That's right. Absolutely. Okay, so where you can find Stone is on Twitter. You can check him out at Stonegrass, which is StoneGrasp, as well as on another show that we both like to do called Adventures in Azeroth, which we'll be recording very soon. You can find me on Twitter. I am at Leeta Wow, which is LEETAWOW, as well as my show. I have another one called Behind the Avatar, and you can check that out. Alrighty, big thank you, as always, to Marconan and Epic Insanity, because Marconan did our intro, Epic did our outro, and we are truly grateful forever for them for that, and we love both of them very much. So Marconan on Twitter is at MarconanWow, and Epic is at Epic_Insanity. Check out Epic's podcast Frozen Nerds and Epic Questions as well as that. Other than that, thank you both. Thank you, Ster, for hanging out with me today, and for Moondaisy for coming and having a chat. We wish you all the very best, seriously, on your fishing. May the RNG gods be super helpful to you, like ASAP, and we wish you luck on your little baby Iron as well.
Sounds good. Yeah, a lot of fun. Thanks for letting me co-host.
Oh, you're both welcome. All right, well, say goodbye to everyone. Everyone have a safe week. Let's do the outro. Bye.
Bye.
Be safe.
The WoW Challenges podcast is a World of Warcraft gaming podcast. Produced by Stone and Leeta, copyright 2019. Portions of this podcast belong entirely to Blizzard Entertainment. The music used for the show belongs to Kevin MacLeod, and you can find his great stuff at incomputech.com. No copyright infringement is intended.
And we're done. Yay!
Yay!
Okay. Alrighty. We need... Hang on, just got to wait for the screen to catch up because obviously I'm in Australia and it's just like... Oh, there we are. Okay. Yay! Everything came back. Woo! Alright. We need... Moondaisy, we need show title. So, I have got 3 for you to choose from, unless you've come up with something your own. I have got you know you're gonna die, just do it, or Gnolls of 3, let them be. Hopefully Stone won't say that's too long. Does anything resonate, or have you got one that you want to
I was going to say either of the Gnolls of 3 or the you know you're going to die.
Okay.
Both of them make you laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do.
Absolutely. I'm just gonna confer with Stone because I reckon the Gnolls of 3, let them be, is really good. I don't think it will be too long, so if Stone says that that is doable, how about we go with that? Because I think that one's one that we're giving advice, so right there is advice, even before they've listened to the episode. So I think that's really good. So yeah, all right, we can go with that one. Sorry, you wanted an opinion for some? Yes, please, Stone. Is that long enough? That's what she said. Gnolls of 3, let them be. He's still going on. I'm not saying it. Not saying. No one. Everyone knows who it is. It doesn't matter. No one needs to know. Gnolls of 3, let them be. That's what I'm going with. You know what? Executive decision. Damn it. Gnolls. I always spell Gnolls wrong for some reason. I don't know why. I think there should be a H in there. I don't know why. Gnolls of 3, let them be. There we go. Okay, show title. LB, stop it. Stop listening to Stone. All right. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. We really appreciate it. I'm going to cut the stream now, so we will see you back next week. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.